Hello and welcome to the monthly Q&A. If you'd like to get your question answered in a Q&A like this one, then head on over to ars.fm/sharmolade and I will do my best to answer your question as long as it's not too rude. Question number one. Well, this isn't actually a question. This is from XLPX and I wanted to include it in here because I think it's a really nice way to start off the Q&A. Just sending out some love to those who need it. Even if you had a bad day, don't worry too much about it, you're doing amazing. Would you ever date someone with the same first name as you? Hell no. That could get awkward real quick. How tall are you? I think I'm like 5'5", kind of average, not really tall and not really short. Simran says, looking for 5 people wanting to lose a stone or more. Hell yeah, I'm in that group. I'll join, sign me up. What show are you watching right now? Oh, what aren't I watching? I'm watching so much stuff on Netflix right now. I feel like like when you don't watch Netflix for a bit and then it starts showing you like these trailers fading in and fading out. I feel like I sit there and I'm like, seen it, next, seen it, don't want to watch it, seen it. I've watched a lot. I've watched Slumberland. What's the one with the, Sandman with Dream in it. That was pretty good. I really enjoyed that actually. I watched Slumberland, the film, that was really good. Actually, it wasn't as good as I was expecting, no spoilers, but yeah, it was okay. Right now, well, I've literally just finished watching The Devil in Ohio. Spoilers. Switch off if you haven't watched it. Spoilers, don't watch it. It's, I really thought, I was loving it. I was loving the whole vibe. I thought it was done really well. I was enjoying the characters. I was enjoying the ambience of the programme. And when it got to the end, I was just like, oh, great, what? Would you say you're more of an extrovert or an introvert? This is such an interesting question. And I would love to put this to literally every single content creator on YouTube. I am an introvert and I know you wouldn't think it from my vlogs and my Q&As and stuff. But there's a fine line for me. So when I'm not vlogging, when I'm not doing my job, I'm an introvert, big time. But all the while that I'm doing this and I'm making music and I'm singing, I'm an extrovert because I love it and I'm passionate. And how can someone not be an extrovert when they're doing something or talking about something that they love doing? Even the most quietest person and shyest person, if you can get them to talk about something that they love or that they feel strongly about, you'll see the spark, you'll see the extrovert in them sort of come into the surface. But when I'm not doing this, I am such an introvert and I'm very, very demure, and I love to be led. I like people to make decisions for me. I like to stay on the sidelines. I'm very, very happy with that though. That's not like something that I want to change. That's not like, oh, I know I need to be louder or more of a social butterfly. That's just how I am, and that's fine, and I like that. I don't mind that I'm very shy off the camera. What is your horoscope? I am a Taurus, which means I'm a bull and I'm very stubborn, and that definitely applies to me. I am very, very stubborn, and when I set my mind to do something, or if I want something, I will really, really charge at it, and sometimes I charge at it really, really hard and I cause a lot of damage. But I read somewhere actually a little while ago that the star signs, like the dates had shifted, and apparently I was now in Aries, but I don't know how true that is. This is from Joe Edward Mason. Which is the best book you have read so far? What was the last book you read? If you don't read, what do you prefer to do with your spare time? So I'm a huge bookworm, always have been since I can remember, since I was maybe, I don't know, I'm 10. I've always had my nose in books, and I grew up being in a club called the Bookworm Club at my local library. I think I spoke about this in a Q&A before, and so basically every week I would go up there and draw out 5 books and read them all and then take them back the next week, and then I'd fill out this little This little booklet, I've got it. I have it, I'm going to get it, I'm going to show it to you. Oh my god, I found it. Is this it? Oh my god, it is. Okay, so it was called The Trailblazers. Is this it? It is it. So nostalgic. So this is what I was part of. What is this on the back? Okay. I also liked to do drawings and stuff when I was a kid. So there's a lot of artsy things in here. I did enjoy drawing, but I drew a picture of some kind of fox saying that they can't wait to read their first book. I think that was meant to be me. And there's some badges in here, and so basically this was the, I can't believe that this is my mum. She stored all this stuff for me from my childhood, and she refused to throw it away, and recently I took it off her hands. She'd be begging me to take it. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And I went through it all, and it was quite nostalgic. So these here are all the different books that I read, and you just had to write down a little bit about them. So what's the first book here? My first book report. The title of my book is Dragon's Bane. The author is Patricia C. Reed. Do you like the story? Yes. Do you like the pictures? There were no pictures. Here is the best part. The best part of the book was when a dragon named Hazel was made a king, and Cimarron the princess stopped 5 wizards from ruining the whole thing. That was the best part of the book, apparently. So yeah, I love reading, and I have stayed on, what's the word? Stayed on, when you keep doing the same thing. Stayed on track? Stayed on par with the whole paranormal stuff. I love paranormal romance. It's my go-to. Like, I can't believe there's a genre that actually exists like that. It's amazing. Paranormal romance is, it's the nuts. I mean, it is a bit rude, but I just love it, and I am an adult, so I can do what I want. But I'm currently reading, let me look it up on Amazon, because I can't remember. I've got a few favourite authors, and I always get them mixed up. So I'm currently reading the Happily Never After book series, which is written by H.P. Mallory. She's written some incredible series. This one is not so good, to be fair. Like, I'm on book 6 of 10, I think. It's okay. It's very, like, I feel the story could be better, and it's not, because it's like book 6, I feel like it's just doing what book 3 did, and then I'm guessing book 7 is going to do what book 4 did. It's very, like, it keeps, I feel like the stories are good, but they're kind of weak, so, but I'm chugging through it. Are you taken? I am. I've been married since June of 18th last year. What anime are you watching right now? I don't actually watch a lot of anime. I used to. When I was about 18, 19, I used to watch a fair bit of anime. But you know what? I really can't remember any of it. I think the last anime I watched was a series that my brother got me, actually, from America, and it's like a Final Fantasy series, and it was about chocobos, and it was like done in the anime style. Are you usually late, early, or right on time? I'm usually very, very early. If I've got an engagement that I need to be at, or something that I need to get ready for, I'm the kind of person that I'm up like 2 hours before I need to leave, and just I end up sitting around getting like nervous for the like half an hour before I have to do something. If you had the ability to explore anywhere, where would it be? Does it have to be real? Because I would love to go to this place called Fillory. It's from this book called The Magicians by, oh my goodness, let's have a look. My internet's very slow today. Lev Grossman, and it's really cool. It's like a modern day Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and these kids travelled to this place called Fillory, and all these like dark, fantastical things happen, and Fillory just sounds like a really cool place, and Whenever I play a video game and I get the option to name a piece of land or name a garrison or name a farm or something, I always call it Fillory because I just have like an affinity to that place. Plus, my dad read the books before me and suggested that I read them. And so him and I have got like this connection with like this whole Fillory thing, and it has the same concept where when you go there, time is, it goes on, time is slower. So when you come out, it's like you've only been in there for like a minute, but in Fillory, you was in there for years. So we always have this joke that like when we walk my dog and she runs off into the bushes and then she comes back out, I'm like, oh my god, I do her voice for her and I'm like, hey guys, I just went to Fillory and I was a queen and it was great. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm using a new camera, right? This camera, I'm sorry to totally just interject in the middle of this Q&A, but this camera, I've been meaning to get one for the past 2 years, right? I've done a lot of research, and this one was within my budget, okay? And this is a Sony ZV-1, and oh my god, I'm loving it. So I haven't actually, I don't know what the footage is going to look like when I import it into my video software, but so far I'm loving it because there's a flip screen on this, which is great, and I can see the time that I've been filming, and I'm just excited. I'm excited to see how this footage comes out, guys. Favourite pick from the weekend? Oh my god, I could totally put a picture in because I did stuff last weekend. So I spoke about this in my last Q&A, I think. But I went to a place called Stourhead and it was incredible, and it's where Alfred's tower is. So I'll put a picture in of the tower and my dog because I got the best picture of her kind of just looking like carefree, and she's got a cute little pink coat on and she just looks really sweet. The tower's really cool as well though. What place do you recommend as a must-see? I haven't really been to a lot of places. I've been to America a few times, but that's for like the theme parks and stuff, and then obviously for BlizzCon. And I've been to Portugal and Mallorca, and there's a lot of places that I still want to go to. In the EU, I really want to visit Ireland, I really want to visit Wales. I mean, Wales is just up the road, really. I don't know why I haven't been. But a must-see, I think if you're looking for a really relaxing holiday, you have to experience Mallorca because it is really, really beautiful, and it's very, very calming, and it's tranquil, and it's not like a buzzing nightlife place. It's just like lovely kind of romantic restaurants, and it's very calm. So when you go there, you're going to come away feeling really refreshed, although it is freaking hot. The last holiday I had in Mallorca was so hot it was unbearable, and I ended up spending like a lot of time in my room just sat in front of the aircon. And I don't know about you guys, but you know when you stay in like villas or apartments in places like Mallorca and that, for some reason the rooms are always very, very dark. It's because they put a lot of they put the shutters on the window and then bars for like extra protection, and it just makes the rooms really, really dark. So I did spend a huge portion of the time sat in this dark room in front of the aircon just trying to like cool down because it was so freaking hot. Anyway, that is it for this Q&A. First Q&A filmed on the new camera. I can't wait to see what it looks like in my movie footage, my movie studio program. I hope that it doesn't like squash it down and completely ruin the quality, but the quality on my flip screen looks way better. This is what I was using. This is my Sony Handycam. The only thing I am noticing is that I might have set the frame rate not great. The frame rate's not great because it looks kind of slow, but I will iron out the kinks. The settings in this camera, guys, are next level. Like I don't know what half of them mean, and I've watched so many videos, and I just need to like spend some time, and we need to become friends, camera, you and me. Come on, we can have a good friendship. Anyway, thank you so much for all the questions that you've asked on my ask.fm page. And if you do want to get your question asked, then head on over to ars.fm/sharmblade. Have a wonderful week, everybody. I'm going to go and edit this footage now. I'm excited, and I will see you very soon. Bye.